She did look younger than her age. Yeah, definitely. Not to mention her height and other attributes, her flatness. How do you know? How do you know? Huh? You're imagining things, yeah. We returned to the confines of the building, and since it wasn't occupied anyway, we borrowed the closet classroom for our discussion. The sheer emptiness and silence of the room momentarily made me feel like I had wandered into some alternate dimension. Sumika, who found herself a chair and sat down ahead of everyone, suddenly let out a gasp, as if having remembered something. What? What do you mean? Oh, you forgot to introduce yourself, is that it? Oh, so she just wanted to introduce herself. Right. No one besides Komiya and myself had the chance to introduce themselves back then. She's getting to know all the names of her possible future victims? Nah. I think she's somehow involved. I think she's somehow wrapped up in all of this. Maybe indirectly. But I don't think she's actually the killer, okay? That's my guess for now. Komiya gave Ayana a long and hard look. She did that on the roof too, now that I think about it. Ayana shot Komiya back a confused look. After that reaction, suspicious to say the least, she looked away. She's blushing a little bit though. What does that mean? Are you into girls? Let's be friends. Friends forever. And who knows? Who knows what develops after that, right? This visual novel can use some Yuri. After that, Itsuki introduced himself too. I gave Komiya's calm but youthful face another look, and started wondering about one other thing that bothered me a little. I haven't seen you in school before, Komiya. What year are you? Second? That was the same as mine. Could it be that you were sick or something until today? Or are you a transfer student? Were you just looking around school when I saw you in the inner yard the other day? Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Huh? So that means you snuck onto the school grounds today? Because of the rumors, I imagine? Because if she only just got here at school, yet somehow on the roof she mentioned that she paid attention, right? She said, I actually listened to the rumors. That's why she knows so much about this. So, I'm assuming she heard about the rumors before even coming to school here? I see. Outsiders couldn't participate in the miniature festival. It was an event that was exclusive to the students of our school. Well, I guess nobody would notice if she was wearing our uniform, though. That explained her absence during the speech, too. Sumika, who was silent up until now, suddenly let out another gasp. You sure care about these things. Rio, I'm gonna call her Rio. Ryochi, Komi. That turned casual real quick. I had no words. Tiramisu is pretty good, sure. So you're gonna address her properly after all. I don't know, you're like all over the place, girl. Milk crepes. Huh. She didn't seem used to answering these kinds of questions. Wagashi, huh? Do you like wagashi? Is that it, Ayana?
いいですね。お腹空いてきました。
Maybe we should eat. The girls' talk escalated before I knew it. Though I guess that was all for the better, as it helped Komiya, who was looking pretty uncomfortable at first, to get the feel for our group.
Komiya-san, 結構ミステリアスな感じだよね。
Yeah, you can say that again, dude. Itsuki quietly addressed me as the girls were busy with their own topic. Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
なんかすごくらしい感じがするな。こういうのを期待してたよ、俺は。
You should really start treating this more seriously. I'm already noticing that I'm like starting to be not necessarily suspicious, but cautious of other people. Just like, like, dude, why do you want her to belong so badly, you know? I don't know. Obviously, it's just because of the situation. Otherwise, I would never question such a thing. It's like, yeah, sure, of course. The more people that's part of our friend group, the better. But here, I'm just like, I don't know, dude. Why would you suddenly want that? I guess his laid-back attitude was still better than panic. But, I mean, it seemed like our lives were in danger and all. After we start talking about bullshit that doesn't even matter, she made it sound as though it was my fault that we had digressed. It was your fault, Sumika! You were the one who started talking about cakes! Anyway, Komiya, do you even have the smallest idea what we should do to turn this around? Okay, so her theory is that there is someone else here, another person here, who actually imprisoned us. It seemed like she didn't have that much of an idea, or more of an idea than us. Then for starters, do you think we should look around the rooms to see if there's no one else hiding here? And also check if there aren't any windows that would open while we're at it. But that kinda means we have to split up, right? At least if we want to search efficiently. Which I don't like. I'll just break one of the windows then. Oh, I fucking love breaking things. More than you can guess, especially if we're trapped in a situation and that might be our only way out. I fucking love breaking things. Bro? Ayana let out an exasperated sigh in response to our conversation.
この階からですね。
教室の窓は?
Sumika and Itsuki moved to check the windows. I tried opening one myself, but it was no good.
次、隣の教室。折本先輩は廊下お願いします。
仰せのままに。
Let's go, Ayana. Ayana left the classroom ahead of me. I'm a little bit wary of Ayana too. Not because I think she's behind this, but I feel like something happened. Like, there's gotta be a reason why, even if it was an illusion, hallucination, whatever the hell you want to call it, there's gotta be a reason why we saw her like lying dead in that pool, or was it fountain? There's kinda gotta be a reason behind that. So, I don't know, she doesn't seem the same, is all I'm saying. She seems a bit different now, Ayana. A bit, or at least, she's more quiet than before, I guess.
Yasunari.
I didn't expect her to just call me by my first name like that. So I turned to her, momentarily at a loss for what to do. No, I was just a bit surprised to be called so familiarly. Oh no, you can. No, it's perfectly alright. Anyway...
Yasunari wa iya na koto ya kowai kiyoku o idoteki ni wasureraretara ureshii.
What a question. If you had a chance to forget bad and scary memories, would you take it? It depends how important it was in my life, I guess. Cause if it's so important in my life that it changed who I am today, then I probably wouldn't want to forget. Cause then you're even for shit memories, right? part of you is a little bit grateful it happened because it made you who you are today. But I don't know, if it's like really that bad and scary that it traumatized you, then maybe? I don't know. What? That sure came out of nowhere.
なんとなくあなたの意見を聞いてみたくなって。
Really? I considered my answer for a moment. Would I want to forget bad and scary memories? I don't think I'd like that very much.
それが一生の足かせになったり死にたくなるようなことでも。
I mean, if the memories are that bad, then yeah, I would definitely consider it. It's just on a case-by-case basis, you know? You can't just say for every single bad memory, like, yes, I'd want to forget all of it. It depends what sort of, you know, what that memory did with you afterwards and what it's still doing to you today. Like, if it really has this big of an impact that it makes you want to kill yourself, then I'd probably say, like, yeah, it might be better to forget about it or to be able to erase it. But it's hard to say. When you put it like that, well, I don't know anymore.
So...
For some reason, she seemed disappointed. I'm sorry. I guess that wasn't the right answer. Was it?
本当にただ聞いてみただけだから気にしないで。
Okay. I mean, there's gotta be a reason she asked that. That was what she said. But she couldn't hide the most palpable disappointment emanating from all of her features. Are you more of the bravado type yourself? I tried to soften the mood with a light joke.
強がりじゃなくて意志が強いの。
Strong will. Well, it's quite a thing to say about yourself. Komiya gave me an indignant look. She looked so childish at that moment. I couldn't contain a smile. Now that I looked at her again, she did look younger than her age. Yeah, definitely. Not to mention her height and other attributes, her flatness.
何か失礼なこと考えた。
How do you know? How do you know? Huh? You're imagining things, yeah. I was momentarily taken aback. Was it really? Is my face that readable? She was quite perceptive. Damn.
何してるの、安成。リオちゃん。
Ugh. I guess Ayana got worried about us not showing up for this long.
スミカちゃんも織本くんも待ってるよ。
Oh, okay. Anyway, we've got to concentrate on doing something about this messed up situation for now. Komi and I left the room to join the others. Sumika was the end of her patience.
イグサ先輩、今こそ終わりますよ。青春の過ちを犯しますよ。
Alright, let's break it down. We only checked the first floor so far.
でも真面目な話、これ他の回も期待はできないと思うよ。
And wouldn't you say, like, if we're gonna break windows, that might as well break on the first floor? Because it's not like I want to break a window from the second, third, or fourth floor and then jump down or something. That doesn't seem like a good option. Why?
だって鍵は閉まってないのに開かないし。
That's true. But what could be the reason for that? It's just something is magically not letting us open the doors or windows. Itsuki tapped the window glass with his finger. That was true. None of the windows, both in classrooms and the corridor, would open despite being quite obviously not locked. In that case, I guess it's time we try breaking them.
安成、危ないよ。
I get the feeling they won't break anyway. I took the closest chair in my hands. But I'd still appreciate it if you moved aside, okay? I don't want you getting hurt, Ayana. Everyone took some distance from me. And with that, I moved the nearby desks aside, and with ample space to make wide movements, I took a few steps away from the window. and then I lifted the chair right above my right shoulder and smashed it against the window with all my might. Come on! What? The sound I heard didn't make sense whatsoever. What? Is it just like a fluffy sound, like boing 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 boing? It was as though I'd hit a thick wall instead of a glass window. The chair was knocked clean out of my hands. What? Is there an invisible wall in front of the window?
Yasunari.
Ayana let out a surprised voice. I tried knocking against the window with the back of my hand, and it was not the dull sound of a thick wall, but the clear clang of glass that reached me this time instead. What?
Yasunari,
what is that? Huh? Here. So when we try to hit it with a chair, suddenly it feels like a wall. When we touch it with our hand, it just feels like normal glass. I handed it over to Itsuki. Now it was my turn to move aside. Come on, Itsuki, use your power! The sound rang louder in Itsuki's case, but the result was the same. Huh? You're trying to show off? Trying to show off that you're stronger than me? Oh, what? She's gonna try it too? It was Komiya who wanted to try next. Are you sure? This requires quite a bit of strength, you know? Oh, I have a feeling that, you know, she may look frail and a little bit weak, but I think she has a lot of hidden strength inside of her. With spirit? Alright girl, that's the spirit. Haha. Please tell me you're not serious. Anyway, just please give up before we end up with actual casualties. These things don't break for real. Komiya gave up, to all of our relief. Seems like it. That makes it sound like a game though, like haha, there's only one window that can possibly open in this entire school. Good luck finding it. Given how many windows there were in this school in total, I was feeling confident I'd die from exhaustion before I could try breaking them all. I mean, it already didn't make sense for me not to open, for them not to open when they weren't even locked. If it was just one window, it could still be jammed in some fashion. But what would you have to do to make all windows in the school like that? Actually, what were they, if not stuck then? As much as I dislike it, it seems that way more and more. Itsuki voiced that with utter calmness. Please, Sumika, stop saying the 7 mysteries. Even I had to admit that there was something abnormal about this. Komiya seemed to have been taken off guard by Itsuki's sudden question. His tone was genuinely good-humored, but at the same time, it carried an odd sense of pressure. Komiya, seemingly unable to come up with an answer right away, remained silent, her eyes lost in thought. Yeah, you're making her feel bad. Ayana tried salvaging the situation. You don't tease cute girls like that, you just tickle them and make them laugh. If glares could kill, Itsuki would be dead right now. What? What? I'm scratching my head right now. Why are we hearing the sound bell? Yeah. why, maybe everything was locked because the bell didn't ring yet. But now that it has, we can just walk out of the door. Of course not. I agree. We all left the classroom together. Huh? What is it, Ayana? Ayana looked into the distance, as if having noticed something there. Oh shit. Don't tell me you're starting to imagine things too, or seeing illusions. Are you sure? If that wasn't just her imagination, that would mean we might be ignoring a vital clue right in front of our noses. It might look completely desolate, but it didn't mean someone else couldn't still be hiding in this place. What's going on? Ayana seemed to be bothered too, her face as anxious as ever. Maybe we should check just in case. Where did you see it? I took a step toward where Ayana was looking just then. Ah, damn it, forbidden territory for me. Oh, I see. Oh, come on. You know why I was in there, okay? She was screaming because of a spider, Ayana, I swear. It was only because you were squealing like a stuck pig. She made it sound like I was some sort of pervert. But I didn't go inside because I wanted to. Jeez, well, that was not the main reason. Who are the three of us? Sumika ignored me completely. I guess the three girls, right? I get back at her one day. I'll get you back for this, Sumika. I'll prank you good. Komiya made a small nod, but Ayana seemed hesitant.
Ayana-senpai, 怖かったら待っててもいいですよ。リオ先輩と見てきます。私も行くよ。自分の目で安全確認しないと不安だし。そうですか？じゃあ、綾菜先輩も一緒しましょう。お二方は見張りお願いします。
Sentry thing? Yeah. Be careful in there.
いってらっしゃい。
Seen off by Itsuki's smile, the girls disappeared into the bathroom. I readied myself just in case something unexpected happened. I gave Itsuki a quick glance, only to realize the smile he wore earlier had vanished clear off his face. I really suspect Itsuki, I don't fucking know why.
なあ、Yasunari.
But what?
真面目な話さ。柴谷さんといつどこで知り合ったの？
What do you mean? I didn't expect that question, but it was an obvious one to make. I don't remember that well.
そんなバカな話あるわけないだろ。
Who is Shibaya actually?
彼女も現れたんだとしたらどうだろう。
It's not Komiya Rio. Ayana, I don't think it's Ayana Shiba. That's gotta be Sumika then, right? He's talking about Sumika because she kind of appeared out of nowhere after me and Ayana were already together. Appeared?
この空間そのものがすでに怪奇七不思議なんだよ。そして彼女はその一部。
God damn it. Yeah, but that's the thing. She could be a part of the whole thing. I'm thinking that of pretty much everybody, okay? The possibility could be that for everybody. And it could also be that you're saying this, Itsuki, to draw attention away from yourself because you're actually the person that's part of the whole thing. That's why... Fuck. I don't know who to trust. I couldn't help giving him a disbelieving look. You like occult things too much. You know that?
俺はさ、Yasunari.
Not minding my look in the slightest, Itsuki continued, only a slight smile creeping onto his serious face.
この学校の怪奇七不思議について知りたくてここに入ったんだ。
That's the only reason you came here? Oh, I've heard about cases like that.
この学校は普通じゃない。
Well, no shit. The fact that we're even in this situation to begin with is proof of that. And how is that?
箱庭なんて比喩じゃないよ。本当の箱庭だ。牢獄かもしれない。
A prison? What? Why?
ミナティール祭の神隠し。その翌日の変死体。大間が時に囚われる生徒。どう、安成。なかなか今の状況に一致すると思わない。
The trap part so far, yeah. The dead bodies, not yet, I guess. Huh.
学校特有の怪奇七不思議は他にもいくつかある。少し異常なくらいにな。知ってた？うちの学校、あまりにもミナティール祭に変な噂が多いから、外部の人には呪いの学園祭って言われてたりするんだ。
Really? The cursed festival? I got more and more anxious with his every word. There was an odd air about him as he continued to talk. Or maybe he was just good at telling things. His story, as unlike of myself as it was, completely overwhelmed me.
俺、絶対に誰か死ぬと思うよ。
Don't say something like that with such confidence, dude. How can you... What? Ayana! What is it? It was Ayana's voice. Spider, please tell me it was not a fucking spider. In this case, that was a fucking loud scream, okay? Please let it be someone's leg cut off or something. There's gotta be something bad for a scream like that. The next moment, Ayana dashed out of the girl's bathroom, looking completely out of it. She actually ran in the direction opposite of us. What happened? Next, Komiya appeared at the doorway and went after Ayana. Ayana? I followed after them. And I almost crashed into Sumika, who was the last to appear. What the hell happened? What do you mean you're not sure? She seemed to be confused too.
Yasunari, 俺が先に彩菜ちゃんたちを追いかけとくから。
No, I don't fucking trust you. Let me go. Oh, thanks. I tried giving the girls' bathroom a look, but it looked pretty normal. I doubt there had been anyone besides those three inside. Can you explain to me what happened? Itsuki went after Ayana and Komiya. I was worried, but he should manage alright. Alright, go tell me what the fuck happened. I entered the classroom and had the still seemingly confused Sumika sit at one of the vacant chairs. So what happened?
それが本当に私にもよくわからないんです。彩菜先輩がいきなり私を見て怯えたような表情を見せて。
Fuck. So she probably imagined or saw an illusion or something? A scared face? She was looking at you?
はい。
What the hell? She wasn't the type to joke around at a time like this, at least. You didn't do anything, unusual before that happened?
私は特に何も。ただ。
Just what?
リオ先輩が。
What did she do? Did she do something?
いきなり私たちにナイフを向けて。
What? She pulled out a knife out of nowhere? Of course, that's a good reason to scream, I'd say. That's a pretty good, valid reason to scream and run the fuck out of there. Like, you know, what if this is part of Rio's plan if she really is the killer? To separate us and then kill people off like that. Huh? I couldn't help letting out a weird voice. A knife?
でも別に脅されたとか殺されそうになったとかそういうんじゃないんです。ただ私がちょっと冗談で脅かそうとしたせいというか。
What kind of joke did you try pulling on her? Like, what kind of fucking joke does it have to be for it to make a person pull out their knife? And that kind of raises the question, why does she have a knife in the first place? But probably because she knows she's in this shitty situation, so she wants to have something to defend herself with, which makes sense. But to just pull it in a situation where you're like kind of surrounded by friends, I guess. She probably doesn't look at us like that, but at least allies, right? She knows she can kind of see us as not dangerous. So why would she pull out a knife? So many fucking questions. I should have known you were to blame.
すみません。
Still, pulling out a knife was a bit out there, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a bit of an overreaction. Actually, why did she even have a knife? And there was one more thing. Sumika, I'm still not seeing what happened. Komiya pulled out a knife, but Ayana ran away after looking at Sumika? That seriously didn't make sense. Maybe Rio was testing something. It could be she was testing something and it has something, she's trying to figure out how illusions are created here or something. And the moment after Komiya pulled out the knife, somehow an illusion formed for Ayana that made it look like Sumika's face was all cut up, slashed, dead, I don't know. But that's an explanation? Kind of far-fetched, but you know.
でも、あったのは本当にそのくらいなんです。
Because like all the information she gave us, it doesn't quite add up for a normal reaction to be screaming and running away. At least not if Ayana was looking at Sumika's face. If she only saw the knife and then ran away, I can kinda understand. But to not be freaked out by the knife, but instead at Sumika's face? Like, she's not ugly, okay? She's actually pretty cute. That's not a face you run away screaming from. I couldn't make heads or tails of this crap. I guess there was nothing to do but ask Ayana herself. Okay, let's look for Ayana for now. Are you, okay with meeting her and all?
はい、私は大丈夫です。
Okay, let's go then. We left the classroom and continued in the direction Ayana had run off to. I checked my phone just in case, but it still had no signal. What about the time? What about the time? It's so inconvenient when you can't use the phone. I wonder where Itsuki is.
あ、イグサ先輩、あそこ。
I followed Sumika's finger. There, at the base of the stairs, I spotted the crouching Ayana and Itsuki trying to calm her down. I couldn't see Komiya anywhere. Oh god. Itsuki!
あ、よかった。彩菜ちゃんは大丈夫みたいだよ。
I see. I continued down the stairs toward the two, but Sumika stayed behind. Probably because, as she said, Ayana threw a fit right after looking at her. Ayana, are you alright?
ごめんね。さっきからずっと迷惑かけっぱなしで。
No, it's okay, it's okay. It's this fucking place messing with us. Don't worry about it. We're all friends here.
スミカちゃんもごめんね。
She addressed Sumika, who still lingered on the stairs with a worried expression.
いえ、私は大丈夫ですので。
She answered Ayana with a smile. And with that, Ayana suddenly started ascending the stairs toward her. Huh? What was going on? Huh? Aww! Ayana suddenly embraced Sumika. I told you we needed some Yuri up in here. I continued gazing at the two in confusion.
大丈夫。
Aww. Ayana said that, as though confirming something. Sumika, on the other hand, seemed completely bewildered, but this seems a bit weird. That Ayana is the one comforting Sumika, even though it kinda should be the other way around, right? That makes me think that from Ayana's perspective, things were just, I don't know, from her perspective, maybe it seemed like something was wrong with Sumika, and therefore she feels the need to comfort her now. But in reality, from our perspective, you know, Ayana is the one that ran away, Ayana is the one that freaked out over apparently something that we don't know. So it would make more sense for us from our perspective if Sumika was the one comforting Ayana. Gah. It's alright. Uh-oh. Remember that image in the beginning? That scene? I felt the scene prod something in the back of my mind. Right. This was a very old memory of mine. From back when I was very little. Just an innocent child. Someone embraced me with comforting words on their lips. But I just couldn't remember who it was.
Yasunari.
We couldn't remember.
の美しい光景に見とれるのも結構だけど、そろそろ戻ってきなよ。
No man, I'd rather stare at this, to be honest. Yeah? Itsuki's voice brought me back to reality. I wasn't lost in anything.
イグサ先輩、やっぱり変態さんですか?
What is there so perverted about watching two girls hug each other, okay? It's not like I had a boner. Sumika and Ayana seemed to have separated before I knew it. And now we're looking down on me from the top of the stairs. Do you have a problem with me or what? Ayana, can you tell us what happened exactly?
それにしても、リオちゃんは?
I don't fucking know.
俺が来た時には、すでに彩菜ちゃんしかいなかったんだ。ごめん。
Did something happen during their chase?
彩菜ちゃん、少し休んだ方が良さそうだよね。
私は大丈夫。
You did look pretty pale though. I could read the obvious exhaustion written all over her face. Wow. She's even exhausted despite having napped. She took a nap earlier in the infirmary, remember? She was running all around the place just moments ago. I guess we shouldn't push her too hard at the moment.
いいよ。俺ちょっとその辺探しに行ってくる。
And try and kill her, huh? Is that what you're gonna try and do, Itsuki?
でも。
大丈夫。そんな離れたところには行かない。安成たちはしばらく休んでなよ。
じゃあ私も行きます。
Oh, Sumika, no. Sumika volunteered for the search group too. I wonder if she did that to make Ayana feel less anxious.
そう。じゃあ一旦二組に分かれるということで。
Oh man, I don't like that, but whatever.
襲われそうになったら根性で最高の叫び声を上げますから。
Okay.
頼もしいな。
I guess we don't need fire extinguishers or chairs to break the windows then. Itsuki, you better prepare some earplugs.
それだけ大きな叫び声なら、多分相手も気絶するんじゃない?
Yeah, I guess. It would be just such an ear-deafening screech. It's like a harpy, you know like how harpies apparently screech so loud. It's gonna be quite like that. Yeah.
なんだか乙女としてのプライドがズタボロに傷ついた気がします。
Yeah, you kinda are a maiden, but you know what? I'm pretty sure you're not, even though you look like one. And with such jokes, Itsuki and Sumika left. Ayana and I sat down on the stairs. It didn't seem like the sun had fallen yet. How long was this evening going to last anyway? I suddenly heard Ayana heave a sigh next to me. Tired?
ごめんね。実を言うとちょっと。
That's okay, girl. Just lean on my shoulder, rest a bit. Well, we've got no idea what's going on and all. All the students besides us disappeared, and this evening glow seemed as though it would last forever. We found out that our lives might be in danger, and we cannot leave the school grounds. We don't even know if we will ever see our homes again. I guess I was the weird one for being able to take this all in relatively calmly.
ねえ、安成。さっきね、昔のことちょっとだけ思い出した気がするの。
Oh, I hadn't even considered that. Remember how we thought that little girl in the beginning that seemingly killed someone for, I think for us? And then we had a theory about it. She probably doesn't remember her past because she kind of, it was such a traumatic event that she kind of just erased that memory. It could be that her seeing the knife that Komiya pulled suddenly triggered a memory for her, right? Made her remember a bit of the past, and that's why she screamed. Cause, we don't know how little Ayane back then killed someone for us, but it could have been with a knife. Yeah? I mean, how else is a little child going to kill someone, right? I doubt they'd be able to hand the gun, or even how would they get a gun in the first place? So the only kind of possible weapon, unless they were killing someone with raw strength with like a stick or something, which I don't really seem plausible, a knife seems like the most likely weapon for a child to kill someone with.
そう。逃げ出した時、すごく怖かったの。
What on earth did you remember? There were parts of her childhood that was gone, clear from her memories, as far as I knew. But from us as well, right? Because we said we don't really remember it either. I didn't know what kind of events she had forgotten exactly either.
私のお父さんとお母さんが死んだ理由。
Oh, what?
Yasunariも詳しいことは知らないんだよね。
Don't tell me you killed your own father and mother, Ayana, please. Yeah, I only heard they were involved in an accident of some kind.
私は気がついたらいなかったの。
Yeah. This was not the first time she told me that. Ayana had lost the memories around the period her parents passed away, and as she puts it, by the time she came to, they were simply no longer around, as though they'd suddenly disappeared. The relatives with whom she was living at the time told her that her parents passed away in an incident or accident, the same as what I'd heard. But I'd heard Ayana say something peculiar a few times since then. That she didn't believe it was just an accident. That she felt like everyone was hiding something from her. I mean, of course, if she really killed her parents, and it was, even if it was partly an accident or whatever, for whatever reason it happened, it's not like her other relatives are gonna shove it in her face like, ha! You killed your fucking parents! You know? I mean, maybe they would. Maybe they'd even be scared of her. I don't know. But I feel like if you realize that that child who just killed her parents, talking in purely hypotheticals here, but if that child did kill her parents, and they don't seem to remember it, it's not something you want to remind them of, right? If you're just like, oh, thank God she doesn't remember that, so let's all hide it from her. That's probably the thought that her relatives thought of, just came to like, yeah, let's not bring it up.
それでね、さっき思い出したかもしれない記憶にね。
But she looks so cute. How can someone this cute actually have killed someone? Yeah?
お母さんたちが血まみれで倒れてた。
Oh shit, no!
私の目の前で。
Right in front of you? Right in front of you? Her voice was devoid of emotion.
私、泣いてたの。怖くて泣いてたの。でもね、怖かったのは、お母さんたちが死んでたからじゃないの。
God. Please don't say what I think you're gonna say. Ayana? Realizing she was acting kinda strange, I glanced at her face. Whoa, what's happening? It's as though her eyes were gazing into nothingness. Oh no, I don't like the look of her eyes. They suddenly turned evil. Goosebumps. What?
分かった気がしたの。あれは人を殺した時の怖さだったと思う。血まみれで動かなくなった人間を見て、自分のしたことが怖くなったんだと思うの。
She realized. She realized. Hey. She clutched her head and crouched down. Ayana, please no, please don't go crazy. It was the first time I was seeing her like this. Oh god, those eyes are freaky.
ねえ、ヤスナリ。
No.
ヤスナリは本当のこと知ってるんじゃないの？
Don't smile like that.
私がお母さんたちを殺しちゃったんじゃないの？みんなそれを知ってるから嘘ついて教えてくれないんじゃないの？ねえ、ヤスナリ。ヤスナリは知ってたんだよね。
Calm down, Ayana, please calm down. Ayana! I seized her shoulders. Calm down. What the hell's gotten into you all of a sudden? That's just a whole load of nonsense. What the hell are you even talking about? How the hell could you kill them, huh? How old were you back then? Yeah, you were like a toddler, come on. All I was told is that it was an accident. I'm not lying. And your relatives probably couldn't tell you the details because you were so little at the time. So please don't make yourself go crazy. I very well damn well do. If you want, I can ask my aunt later, if we even manage to escape this place. If we came back from this shit show alive, that is. Shit. She's starting to lose her mind. This situation is just getting to your head. Let's think about something fun instead. Yeah, something fun. What is fun? Ayana let out a deep breath as I let her go. Balloons. Balloons are fun. Stand-up comedy? Sure, that's pretty funny. What? Oh, George Carlin, hands down. I don't know enough about them to make such a choice. Ayana, while still trying a bit too hard, was slowly returning back to her usual self. As I was thoroughly relieved by the fact, I also thought back on her sudden change just then. Like, it was such a quick switch to going almost fucking insane, and now back to normal. I wanted to ask her whether nothing really happened in the bathroom, but I wasn't sure if I could when she was acting so unstable. It was the first time I've ever saw her go all weird like that, but it made me recall a memory of my own. Just after she realized her parents were gone, she suddenly became afraid of her favorite doll. It was the first present she'd received from her parents, and she always treasured it as her most prized possession. But one day, she just suddenly threw it away. What if? I've watched Chucky way too many times, okay? What if the doll actually killed the parents, or the doll is just like, you know, it didn't actually kill the parents, but it's like it's alive and it's whispering evil thoughts into Ayana's ear. Like, you know what? Your parents don't like you. You should kill her. And after hearing that every single night, Ayana just decided, like, you know what, doll? You're right. I should kill them. I thought it was a bit strange at the time, but it was right after her parents' death, and I was too little to pay attention that much attention. But now that I thought about it, that event was probably tied to her fit right just now. Well, I guess I couldn't blame her for becoming a bit mental in this kind of situation. Anyway, I had to remember to keep my cool for both of us. After all, ever since that day that her parents disappeared, it was me she was relying on the most.